So there is a very near possibility in the future that Idaho will be gaining land. Yep, Idaho will be gaining more people. And the last time the state's borders have really changed was, I think, in 1959 when Alaska, okay, like 1900 or something like that. And we had the current one. And of course, the last time the states were sport changed was like 1959 when Alaska got Hawaii were admitted. Of course, they had tiny changes that now and then, but the state borders have never really changed. Okay, but apparently a bunch of counties are fully to secede for political reasons. Okay, and you can see this map here. You know, this is the Greater Idaho movement. All of these counties that want to secede are red counties. Okay, these were the wet dream for the Idaho movement is basically have this happen. For some reason, they're excluding this part of Washington too, as well. Well, but it'll be very interesting if this actually goes through. What will happen to other states? What happened to Illinois? What will happen to California? What will happen to New York? Okay, what will happen to Democrat cities? Like, for example, for Milwaukee and Detroit. Okay, will they become separate states? And we might see a balkanization of U.S. states. Okay, we might see a balkanization of U.S. states. You have Oregon, Washington, as well, and you can see this with other states. You can see this happen with other states. Look at the map. Look at Illinois. Okay, and so this is the map of Illinois in 2020. You can see most of the southern part of the state is mostly wet. Okay, so you can definitely see a north and south part of the state because South is more, demographically and politically similar to Indiana. Okay, and Ohio. Okay, northern part is very similar to Wisconsin. Okay, then you have the Chicago area, but the northern part is very similar politically to Wisconsin. Okay, and they basically also gerrymandered the Illinois map, as we all know, to basically not represent the state, the rest of the state. The rest of the state was pretty conservative. Okay, you can see this of New York as well. Okay, New York as a state, there's two separate New Yorks. Okay, there's upstate and there's lower state. Okay, upstate and lower state really are two separate cultures. Okay, so if this greater organ happens, you can see the same thing happen with upstate New York and lower state New York becomes two separate states as well. Okay, upstate New York, which is most of the land area but has way less people, could become a whole separate state from New York City. Okay, yeah. Or you can see the Panhandle and rural Virginia join, West Virginia. You even had a movement before Ron DeSantis became governor of Florida. For North Florida to secede from South Florida. Okay. But there was really no point in doing that anymore because Ron DeSantis has basically unified the state. Okay. Okay. This is the map of the governor for Ron DeSantis. So Ron DeSantis has basically united the state of Florida, essentially. You have 5 total counties that did vote for Ron DeSantis. 5. Okay. I wonder what will be the future of the state of Virginia. Okay. Because Virginia, of course, was a place similar to Florida. It elected they elected Youngkin. And I think Republicans that they want to win in the future. You gotta see why DeSantis is so popular. Why Youngkin won Virginia and why Trump won in 2016. Okay, they gotta see why Trump won. Okay, they gotta see why Youngkin won and why Ron DeSantis basically made Florida a safe Republican state. They gotta realize there's problems because Democrats basically rule the land now. Okay, so what Republicans really need to see how they can win elections, how they got to win these elections. Okay. Yeah. And even Youngkin did well among minorities compared to most Republicans. He did well among Hispanics and Asians, definitely, who are concerned about the schools as well. He wanted to about concerned about He's probably one of the more popular governors of the country. Of course, he's not talked about as Ron DeSantis, but he is one of the more popular governors in this country. Excuse me. So yeah, that is about the greater Idaho. So what do you think about the potential idea of Idaho gaining more land from Oregon? It'll be definitely an interesting thing to watch as the United States changes in the next coming decades.